bomb shelter. Yeah.
Really? So then at what age did you move to Boston?
Moved to Boston in 1960,
Okay.
where I was just about 8 years old, going into 3rd grade.
Okay, so you basically grew up.
I grew up. I'm from Boston.
Yeah.
If you would ask me, I'm from Boston.
That's all right. But not too bad. Having a bit of New York in there.
Right.
So now we know that you came from the jewelry industry, but is that where your career started?
Well, actually, you know, it's funny. I started in the jewelry business. I went to Boston University, and I was like the poorest kid in the whole school. And we had moved from a large house to a small house, and my mother took a bunch of stuff with her sister to a flea market. And the next thing I know, she was selling costume jewelry. So she asked me, I was a freshman at Boston University, will I go out and sell jewelry? I didn't know an earring from a necklace. And I said, yeah, sure. She said, I'll give you half of what you take in. And that first weekend, now keep in mind, this is 1970, I took in $500 that weekend.
Wow.
That was $250. The average man worked all week for $250. So
wow.
it was, yeah, it was pretty cool. That's how I got my start, selling jewelry at flea markets and fairs and colleges. And then eventually, as I was getting older, starting a family, I no longer wanted to drive around with, you know, $50,000 worth of gold jewelry in my car, or have people come to my house. So I opened up a jewelry store.
Wow, and how long did you have that?
Had my jewelry store from the mid-'80s to the early 1990s.
Wow, that's not bad.
No,
I
did pretty well.
And it's not an easy business to be in.
No, especially when you have armed robberies and shots are fired in your store, and it was a pretty scary experience.
Often?
And well, it happened once is too often.
Robberies.
Yeah, once is too often, but it happened more than once. But the armed robbery was once, and I decided, you know what? It's time for me to look at something else, because as I was, you know, shots were being fired in my store, and as I was laying on the ground, the thought occurred to me, I'm not leading a quality life. There's got to be something better than that.
And the business was legal.
That's very true.
That's crazy. And so how did you make that adjustment after being in that industry for
over 20 years. Over 20 years. Yeah, what happened is when I opened up in an area where there was about 12 other jewelry stores, and people thought it was a dumb thing to do. But I said, my store will have something in it that no other store has in it. There, I'm the X Factor. And there was a guy that had owned #1 jewelry store. 3 years later, he had to shut his store down in business. So this month, I had the that owned a jewelry store. So and their story was the same. We had freedom. Yeah, so I became appointed, and I got very fortunate in finding this very misunderstood industry. That when you figure it out, it's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is actually legal. This is so
well, and we talk about that often, of how many people do misunderstand just the whole industry as a whole, because of, you know, back in the day when maybe companies like Amway were starting, and I was, you know, invited to, and they called it so many things, but what it was, and so you got there, you're like, oh man.
Well, yeah, what would happen is somebody would you'd be invited to someone's home for a barbecue, and then they wouldn't let you out till they bought some soap.
Yes.
So, but the industry has changed dramatically over that. And you know, here's the funny thing. Everybody does network marketing every single day. The difference is some of us get paid a fortune to do what others do for free. For example, I'm here in Atlanta, Georgia, and today I went and ate pizza. And you know what? The name of the pizza place was, I forget, Uncle Nick's New York Pizza. And you know what? It was unbelievable. And so I say to you, you guys got to go there.
Which he did.
Now, when you go there and spend $10, Uncle Nick is not going to send me a check for $2. And then when you tell 5 of your friends to go to Uncle Nick is not going to send you guys money or me. In network marketing, you find a product or products that you like, and then you do what comes naturally. Tell people about it. The difference is you now get paid to do what you've always done for free. I don't even see where, you know, what can be wrong with that equation.
Right, and I try to wrap my head around why people are so like this. It's a thing. Like it's contagious in a bad way. You know?
Well, chances are that they were approached by network marketing. Their mom days, the business was so different. You know, you had to go to these weekly meetings where you were spending $10 to walk into the meeting, and the meeting would be an hour and a half long, and then you were urged to buy all these tools to work the business. And then because of certain compensation plans, you were constantly buying product that you didn't need out of fear of loss to hit a rank in the company. Things have changed.
Right.
I mean, today, just the way we do business, I mean, we've got a series of videos, they watch the videos, and if you can just get a few people a day to watch videos just for a couple of weeks, that's it. I mean, you're on your way. It's the easiest thing in the world.
That's amazing.
Well, we're going to take a break, but we are here with Eddie Freeman, and we'll tell you about his company soon, but there's more to Eddie's story that I know that everyone would benefit from. So you're listening to One Way Praise Radio, the AliShane Show. We'll be right back. It's a thing, like it's contagious in a bad way, you know?
Well, chances are that they were approached by network marketing. The mom was in it, the dad was in it, and in those days, the business was so different. You know, you had to go to these weekly meetings where you were spending $10 to walk into the meeting, and the meeting would be an hour and a half long, and then you were urged to buy all these tools to work the business. And then because of certain compensation plans, you were constantly buying product that you didn't need out of fear of loss to hit a rank in the company. Things have changed.
Right.
I mean, today, just the way we do business, I mean, we've got a series of videos, they watch the videos, and if you can just get a few people a day to watch videos just for a couple of weeks, that's it. I mean, you're on your way. It's the easiest thing in the world.
That's amazing.
Well, we're going to take a break, but we are here with Eddie Freeman, and we'll tell you about his company soon, but there's more to Eddie's story that I know that everyone would benefit from. So you're listening to One Way Praise Radio, the AliShane Show. We'll be right back.